What are toxic relationships? We've all been in them before. Those relationships drain us, leave us empty, and make us question our sanity. You know the ones. The ones where you can't seem to do anything right, and things just keep getting worse no matter how hard you try. These toxic relationships can be with romantic partners, family members, friends, or even colleagues. But why do we stay in them? The definition of a toxic relationship. A toxic relationship is one where there is a consistent feeling of unease, anxiety, or hostility. There is a lack of trust, and oftentimes, communication breakdowns. These relationships can be with family members, friends, or romantic partners. They are characterized by a pattern of negative behaviors that are harmful to both parties involved. There are many warning signs that you may be in a toxic relationship. If you feel like you are always walking on eggshells around someone, or like you are constantly trying to please them without any reciprocation, then chances are you are in a toxic relationship. Other signs include feeling like you can never do anything right, feeling isolated and alone, or feeling trapped and suffocated. If you find yourself in a toxic relationship, it is important to reach out for help. Talk to a trusted friend or family member about your situation. You may also want to seek professional help from a counselor or therapist. Remember, you deserve to be in a healthy and happy relationship. The different types of toxic relationships. Toxic relationships come in all shapes and sizes. They can be between family members, friends, coworkers, or romantic partners. There are many different types of toxic relationships, but they all have one thing in common. They are harmful to your mental and emotional health. Some common types of toxic relationships include 1. The controller-controlled relationship. One person is always trying to control the other, whether it's what they wear, who they talk to, what they do, etc. This type of relationship is often emotionally and/or physically abusive. 2. The drama-filled relationship. This relationship is full of conflicts and arguments. It's always high stress and can be mentally and emotionally draining. 3. The codependent relationship. In this type of relationship, one person is overly dependent on the other for financial support, emotional support, or both. This can be unhealthy for both parties involved. 4. The negative relationship. This is a relationship where both parties are constantly putting each other down, critiquing everything they do, and generally being negative towards each other. This type of relationship is harmful to both parties involved. The signs that you are in a toxic relationship. The following are signs that you may be in a toxic relationship. 1. Your partner is constantly putting you down. 2. Your partner is excessively jealous and possessive. 3. Your partner is always trying to control you. 4. Your partner is physically or emotionally abusive. 5. You feel like you are walking on eggshells around your partner. 6. You no longer feel like yourself when you are with your partner. 7. You find yourself making excuses for your partner's behavior. 8. You feel like you are always giving in to your partner's demands. 9. Your relationship is having a negative impact on your mental and physical health. The effects of being in a toxic relationship. Nobody is perfect, and that includes the people we choose to date or be in relationships with. However, when toxic behaviors and traits become too much to handle, it can lead to a toxic relationship. Toxic relationships are characterized by a lack of respect, communication breakdowns, manipulation, and often, physical and emotional abuse. If you're in a toxic relationship, you may feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, never quite sure what will set your partner off. Toxic relationships can have a damaging effect on our mental and physical health. They can cause us to doubt ourselves, make us feel worthless, and even lead to depression and anxiety. If you're in a toxic relationship, it's important to reach out for help. Talk to a trusted friend or family member, or seek professional help from a counselor or therapist. How to get out of a toxic relationship. Are you in a toxic relationship and don't know how to get out? Here are some tips to help you escape the toxic cycle and find a healthier, happier relationship. 1. Recognize the signs of a toxic relationship. If you're constantly feeling bad about yourself, anxious, or depressed, it's time to take a step back and reassess your relationship. Other signs include feeling physically or emotionally abused, being controlled or manipulated, or always walking on eggshells to avoid an argument. 2. Talk to someone who can help. It can be difficult to see the signs of a toxic relationship when you're in the thick of it. If you're unsure whether your relationship is healthy or not, talk to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or counselor. They can help you assess the situation and give you an outside perspective. 3. Make a safety plan. If you're in an abusive situation, it's important to have a safety plan in place. This may include having a safe place to go if things get heated, packing an emergency bag with essentials like clothes and medications, and knowing who you can call for help. We hope this video helps you learn what toxic relationships are. Toxic relationships are those that cause us harm either physically or emotionally. They can be with family members, friends, or romantic partners. If you're in a toxic relationship, it's important to realize that you don't have to stay in it, you can leave. While it might not be easy, relationship will ultimately be better for your health and well-being.